It's the final few seconds before the lights go out, and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analyzed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. MotorSport Manager. Take control.
Right, welcome back to Snail Pace Racing. I've got the career history of it. You see, we're in our 4th season. And, well, the first season was rather too easy to Formula 4. With 6 wins, then things got a bit difficult when we went up. But then next season we managed to get up again. And we had an excellent start this season. And the results of this season is, as you can see, we finished 6th and 8th last time at our first ever Formula E Grand Prix. And the team is fairly buzzing. So without further ado, let's go and have a look at Doha. Now, there shouldn't be any rain at Doha. We'll have to take that because it's the only thing we've got. We can actually make plenty of money on this at the moment. You may remember we got 2 very decent sponsorship deals, both over $1 million. Alright, what we do is we'll put him up there and we give Lando that one when it's ready, and I think it's the only one we've got. Yeah. I think we should be okay with that. Let's find out anyway. Alright, let's fly. The work at the factory, as I said, has been buzzing. Most probably the best mode that the team's been in since we started is, well, not really surprised, but the top division, and we actually managed to show that we were actually players in this division, not just there to make the side up. I was expecting this season to be struggling to get into the top 10. I didn't expect both drivers to get in the top 10 in the first outing. It will probably go all wrong now, of course. It normally does. Let's not kid ourselves. And you see a big yacht coming into the harbour there. And we might be able to afford to put a proper driver in as a reserve, and that may be somewhat worth thinking about. Now we load the setup and we'll go for. I need to find a Doha track eye. Go a bit quiet when I'm hunting for this. I'm trying to find that Dubai eye. No, Doha B. Doha eye. Here we are. Try him on that one. Well, what that normally means is that's got to be way outside that bit. Right, yeah, that's in the right thing. We will check. Yeah, no rain too. But 25 minutes, of course, to get the setup right. We should be able to get good setup for both qualifying and race. Race is going to be my main thing to go for because, let's face it, qualifying is nice, but if we can't go well in the race, we're not going to do anything, no matter how good a start we have. Alright, we'll take practice. We'll send him out. Check, put him onto race trim. He'll go out straight away and we'll Lando. Let's hope he's away, Leclerc's away. And we'll just spin this round so I can keep an eye a bit better on how it's going. Send it up to ×4. And we'll just wait for both of them to come out. before we tell them to come in, and we'll follow Leclerc around. We'll close in on him a bit, and we'll see how things are. I see most people have gone out on softs, but as we're going to be racing mainly on mediums, just so we can last. Oh, look at that. We're not going to do much better than that, I wouldn't have thought. 99%. I'm not going to look for the odd 1%. It's there. I have had some hundreds, but I'm just not going to look for it. So we will put him out now to go out. And Norris is not a lot worse. 97 then. It's handling. Now what I may just try is I'll bring him in a little bit this way. Might be a bit too far that way. We'll try it there anyway. I'll give him one more lap just to see if I can get even better than 97. We have time. We do have time on. It was 25 minutes. It's not like we get on the other championships about 15 minutes. Or 25 is quite a bit of time. Especially when we get one set up spot on straight away. And we'll just let Leclerc do laps. Just see how well he can go. Good times coming in so far, but well, Leclerc started his flying lap. We're not going to know how well it's going until he gets round. And here comes Norris in. Oh yes, we're done it. Yeah, it's 98. I'm not going to look for the odd 2% on there. Just again, it's just not worthwhile. You get up there. Let's just go for it. Let's watch the clerk for a bit. See how well he's doing. Get an idea how fast he is against the other drivers. 16th on his first lap. He may do better on his second. Although he's already overheating his tyres, and I don't worry about burning the tyres out on practice. And I'm not too worried about speed on practice. It really is a case of just getting enough time in to get up to maximum knowledge on both track and tyres. He's 16th, yeah, it's fair enough. I wouldn't have thought he's going to do much better than that, to be honest. We have to remember too, a lot of the other people, oh, he's going to do better. He's already on to one green. How's Norris? He's 2 greens, 3 greens, and you go away. 22nd. Well, put it in a position and we're up to level 2 on track knowledge and on tyre knowledge. Might have to send one of these out going on this run. I think when the clerk comes in, I'm going to put him over onto qualifying, and I think I'll let Norris try and finish off to get the maximum on. Oh, look at that 10th. Ooh. Yeah, and I'll let Norris try and get the maximum up for race knowledge and medium tyre knowledge. Then we've got to decide how we're going to run it. We just wait for the clerk to come in. I'm going to set him out. We're just about halfway through practice, but of course I know he won't. Well, just over halfway through, he won't have to bother to mess about trying to get the setup right. We'll just send him straight out. He's got 11.5 minutes to try and get as high as he can on qualifying setup. Where's Norris? 22nd. I'm not too... Well, he's got the worst engine of the two. And he will do better next time with the new engine when it's ready to go, and he can actually coming in, so we're putting both out on qualifying and hope we at least get qualifying 2 up. Go over and watch Norris on his in lap. Yeah, not gonna get that much more than possibly 2. We certainly won't get 3. We may only have 1 level of qualifying, but that isn't going to matter. That will be better than no. I've been playing with the fire mod as well. I had tried it before and I found it very difficult. It's still very difficult, but I've been playing around with that, and in the second season we begin to get the hang of where we got to go. And the GP mod, the MotoGP mod, I finally got out of the bottom class and we're into the second in Moto2 now, which is rather pleasant going. In theory, of course, they should be doing a lot better than they did in the on the race setup, but it doesn't look like. No, Leclerc's doing a bit better in the second run. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them just about. No, I was going to say make the top 10, but I think both. It's going to be close, but not quite there. Close, but no cigar, as they say. And Leclerc's coming in. I better change over to him to get him ready to send him straight out again. Leave them on the same tyres. I'm not too worried about it. If they don't do much, send them straight out again. Stints, qualifying, 3 laps. Don't change the tyre over. I'm not worried about the speed. We're showing we're not nobody's in this. At 13th and 16th so far. Could be a lot worse. And then we've got level 2 qualifying. In a minute we're not going to get the next one. In fact, I won't send Norris out again, because it's just not going to be worthwhile by the time we get back. And he's 12th anyway. Leclerc won't even get. Oh, it's on a flying lap. That's not too bad. But it's not going to do much with it. Well, I should have worried a few of the top teams. Well, as I said before, I don't watch Formula 1 now. Well, part of the fact it's on Sky and I refuse to have anything to do with anything that Murdoch produces. I haven't got Sky, so I don't watch it, but what I've heard on the reports, it seems so far in Freed Racing to be a one-team race, one-team series. The Formula E in 7 races, Formula E World Championship, had 7 different winners with 7 different teams winning. Now that is a bit more of a race, I'd say. You don't know at the start who is going to win. It's not sort of a real favourite. To me, it's more like real sport. Formula 1 for too many years now has just been progression. Right, we'll go with that now. We're not going to do anything else. We're take qualifying this year. We'll send him out. We just go for 2 runs. One at the start. One right at the start, and that's just the safety one. Means we've got 1 run in the bag. Then we'll wait till near the end of qualifying for the second run, when there's a bit more rubber on the track, and hopefully there's a bit more grip. Follow Norris. You can do this by hand, but I tell you what, you can only do one car at a time, trying to adjust things. I can't do it. I have tried with. Well, there we go. Norris off first, and we'll follow Leclerc on the second run. One lap, let's go for it. And we've got to try and get, what's it, 13th in this. In the last sector now, come through on the last straight, and oh, wow, first and second, that won't last. No, I didn't think it would, because we're first out, so first to finish, we're bound to finish well up. Some of the others are not doing as well as expected. I think we'll be outside the top 13 on this run. It's going to be all down to the second run. But then again, it's only money. Well, 17th and 18th after the first run. Right, I'm just going to leave it here now for another minute. Right, he can go. We'll give a new set of tyres. Give him every advantage. He can go now. Just wait a little bit longer. New set of tyres. And we'll follow Leclerc this time. Looks like there's quite a few out on the track. And they're all coming out now just to get that last run. If your time is dead right, you should be able to just go past the start-finish line with 1 second to spare, so you get the maximum grip at the track, but I dare not risk it like that. All that perfect and overheated, but and the Leclerc has got overheated and good. We'll either often have one flying lap, one good lap. I'm not worried about even getting to the top 10. We can just get one up in the top 13, so at least it gives us that extra bit of sponsorship money. Yes, we've got one there. Now, will he stay there? It's only 3 come in now. I think we've got one. Leclerc's done it. The new engine is working well. Lotterer, who's I think won the last race in the E3. So I watched those. I watched them on iPlayer, BBC iPlayer. So I watched when I want then. Right. Don't think we worry too much about that unless they mention us. Oh yeah, got a ticket for the tour. Ah, good. Retire, yeah, well. Not too much about us there. For sponsorship, we need to be in the news all the time, so possibly if I get one up into set fire to opponent's car, it might work. Right, I think we will go nurse. Make certain the engine gets through. And we go engine expert on that. I'm not going to worry about the tyres so much. That's probably our best bet for getting through now. 29. We'll say we get 26. Yeah, we go one pit stop on mediums, hopefully. No fuel stops, of course. Well, it wouldn't be. This is meant to be an electric championship. And we should just about do the same with that. So we've got to get 26 laps out of the first set of tyres. The tyres on the first section won't last as well because you're carrying all the weight. Right, we'll do our normal here, get the tyre temperatures up quickly. I'm not going to worry too much about the grid positions. And we will be on Leclerc because he's our main. Hopefully he's our main man, but he's already dropped a few places and Norris has already caught him. Ooh. There's a bit of boring and barging going on in there, and we're down to 18. 20th, oh well. And I've got auto on the little extra boost because my poor little brain won't keep that. We better slow both of those down now. Take some pressure off the tyres. Oh, the Leclerc's moved up. It'll be when those on softs coming for the first stop when we see how well we can expect to do. I'm not going to talk us up for this one. I talked us down for the last one, but I think actually the last one was an oddity. Last race. It was not really where we're meant to be. We're meant to be where we are now. Bouncing along near the tail of the field. So 18th and 21st. Following Leclerc, let's follow Norris for a little more. He seems to be doing slightly better. I don't not really worry which one does better. Norris looks like he's the better driver of the two now, but wait, nice bit of overtaking. Oh, he's having a battle hard here. Keep an eye on the fuel. Oh, that'd be battery charge, of course, on this. It isn't fuel, it's battery charge. I'll keep an eye on that. When it gets around 50, half a lap. In deficit, we'll do the normal thing we'll cut everything down. Oh, come on. The tyre wear doesn't seem too bad at the moment. We know that Norris shouldn't have problems with wear of his car, and nor should Leclerc on his engine. I think this will probably be around the last one we're bothered with nurse and engine condition, because I think we could probably do as a bonus on the tyres from now on. Because up front, the Grassy and Lotterer, not really battling, it's 5 seconds between them. But it's quite a battle from second to about 5th inclusive. But one for the fact I need to keep an eye on our drivers, I'll have a look at that battle. It looks quite tasty. You can already see that the tyres are beginning to wear on a lot of the ones on softs. And Blank Muller near the back, 23rd, while he's on softs, he hasn't got the pace we're in front of him. I think that says it all. I'm hoping that those who start on softs have to make 2 stops, and I'm hoping we get away with 1. Come on, Norris, that's it. Use your boost. Oh. Oh, you're on the inside, good, nice. Oh. It's a problem because if you get rid of your boost and the opponent you just pass, then has a boost it seems. I like to play it without this boost, but it's part of this particular mod. As it's part of the base game, though. I like to see for this series there's some way to do it so you only use it a couple or 3 times in the race. Which would take it closer to, if you say 3 times, that'd take it. And each boost lasts about a lap, but it'd be a bit, because it'd take closer to the real Formula E. You have some sensors in the track. If you drive over them, and they're always offline, you get a 4-minute boost of power, and then the fans can go onto the website, do the race, and vote for the best driver at a certain point. Then given a boost, an extra short boost for fan power. Good idea. Can't do it on Formula 1, but it's a great idea for Formula E. As you can guess, I'm a great fan of Formula E. I much prefer that, as I say, to Formula 1. Which, oh dear. I'm trying to think back when there was real battles. You're probably looking back at the 70s when there was real battles between several different teams and several different drivers. You got after that, you got 1 or 2 teams and a couple of drivers might be battling. But it hasn't been close ones like last World Championship Graham Hill won, where you need to win the last race or beat Jackie Stewart in the last race to take the world title, which he did. But that's just me getting old and crotchety. Oh dear, Leclerc's almost last. This is more like I expected in the race. I'm no hoping not, and I bet it's not back to full though, but we're going to be touch and go to make it on full at this rate. I'm hoping that they will soon be coming in, but looks like Pick in 7th must be getting very close to coming in. Degrassi's gone through, or the first 5 are through. That's, 7th has come in, but we're too far behind to catch. Especially with his pit line here, because you can pass them, but because the pit line's a lot shorter than the racing line, they can get past you back again before you even get out on the track. Well, we did pass the pick up. Oh cars. There come the leader in. But he's already out. He's out and gone. Yeah, the pit stops come thick and fast, and quite often out on softs again. 17:34. It's going to be touch and go to make it on 2 stops on softs. We're just over half worn on the tyres now. Gunners. Oh, don't let him get inside you. Oh dear. Well, he got up to 17 for a short while. Hello, first pit stop with Lotterer with repairs to be done, but that's soon done. And they're out again. I don't think even one pit stop. I think we're going to improve much on this. We have got to go with tyres for the next race. That's our bonus. Yeah, I think the cars are now okay. Oh, there we are, dropping back. You see we're already 40 odd seconds behind the leader, 43, 44 seconds behind, and dropping back all the time. Now we're not going to make the top 13, I don't think, unless there's a few breakdowns. "32 laps gone, or 21 laps gone, 32 to go. We should get an extra 5 laps out, which is basically what we want out of Norris. His is going to be more touch and go than the Clerk, but we're going to have to run them down to the rims, I think. And 22 laps, yeah, 4 laps. I think this lap is going to get the warning of worn tyres. It's just a talk about it up at Pops. I think when we get lapped, shouldn't do on this track, but who can tell? Just watch this for another couple of laps. We'll try and stagger through to 25. We'll see how well we do. So Leclerc still hasn't had the warning of worn tyres, so he's a little bit happier. He should get it this lap. Yeah, and talk to the devil again. Norris is finally into the red on his tyre, so we should do it. Just 28 laps remaining. I think we're going to have to pit him next time. Norris to pit. It's going to be touch and go 28 laps though. Nope, cancel that. We'll do him another lap. We'll give him a fighting chance, but I think he may have to come in for another set of tyres right at the end. Leclerc should do it, but I'm really gambling here to try and get some slight advantage with only one pit stop to at least overtake a few of the drivers. Right, he's got to this time, we've got no choice. Alright, parts condition, everything's fine there. Actually, I want to cancel. And wait until he's almost round before we bring him in, so we can see whether we can give him a battery charge or not. Where is he? Get him into the hairpin. No. Right, those tyres. Parts condition. It's fine. Recharge batteries on 53. We'll risk it. You can overcharge the battery, in which case you've no longer got the extra boost. And we're watching for his pit stop. Yep. Oh, red jack. Problems with red jack. Boost him on those. Now we're not get to Leclerc, and I think Leclerc's got to come in this time. About the same position. There we go. Oh, yeah. It's only got 25 laps, but no, you can't go on softs. Oh, front wings looking a bit iffy. I will give him a charge again. We'll watch them and see if the pit crew can do a bit better job this time. That's better. And we just pump him up a bit. Then you come out in front of Norris, which is helpful to what he's looking for. I think I've mentioned before, your biggest competitor in any form of team racing is your fellow team members, not the opposition. You must beat your fellow team member. Especially if you're number one, if you lead the team. If you don't beat your fellow team members, they can quite easily lose your number one spot in the team. Hello, someone's crashed. Oh, it's near the top. That's a virtual safety car. No, we're not going to pit. Not there, we're not. Just slot down a little bit right. Let's get this right. Oops. That's better. That's it. Don't want to overheat the tyres, but we want to save a little bit of juice and a little bit of tyre, or a little bit of rubber on the tyres. Go ICE18. I'm watching now how well our fuel is going. We know Leclerc's tyres are going to last. Norris is going to be a little bit more marginal, but there isn't a lot of weight on the car now. We're beginning to get a few positions now and lose them as he's robbing back. Oh, I think Pittle should start coming for a second stops about now. I think let's knock his tyres back a bit more. Norris is a bit marginal on tyres anyway, without overheating them. And we can shut down his power usage. Bump up his tyres again. Where is he anyway? He's 18th and Leclerc's 15th. Well, 2 places from getting into the sponsors objective. 18 laps left. We should both be able to do it, I think. We can't quite make out what the number is on Leclerc's fuel in the corner. No, I can't quite read it. Well, once it turns red, then change it. Up to 14th. But one of those behind will soon get a power boost, I reckon. Mind you, he's getting further ahead, that isn't going to matter. But will he do it? Will he get just into the top 13? Not worried about points this time. Lotter had another repair done. I noticed. Let's have a look. Condition. That's fine. We should get through now without any repairs. 15 laps though. It's still a long way to go. So, see if one of those just ahead of us. I think we could probably everybody till 8th place is still in range of Leclerc. They have to pit. I think 2 of them might well have to. That one. Leclerc make this charge last a long time. I think he's just about out of charge now. Yeah. And Norris is now dripping the extra charge in. As far as I know, you can't actually make it do that. You have to wait for it to do it automatically. Unless because you do it manually, this. Which I'm not. And the clerk, oh, he's too far behind 13th. 11 laps left. Oh, it's been Norris has been lapped, so he can now go a bit harder. Use a bit more fuel up. Well, that will actually help Norris. He should get through now with the tyres. Still can't quite get that. It's a bit. We're both just dripping extra charge in. Clerk at 14th and he can't quite make it. Let's just push him. And it looks like he's been lapped as well. Well, that's going to make it easy. Hello. Oh, front wing's almost done, but he should get through now. Norris is actually gaining fuel, so we'll push him a bit more. Push them both a bit more. That will mean that he's a bit touch and go with Leclerc in this wing, because the more power you push through, the more likely it is that the car is going to have problems. We're back up into 13th. Can we hold on to this? You see, I'm really pushing hard now. We're 3.5 or 3.3 seconds ahead of 14th. Yamamoto. See with the extra there, 26%. Oh dear! Because if Leclerc don't do it, Norris certainly can't. You cannot get in the top 13. He's just too far away. 18 seconds, almost 19 seconds away, 13. And we're going to the place. Well, 2 more places and we get into the points. Oh, Degrassi's retired in 2nd place. Well, that's better. And it's still enough laps to go. We're going to catch him. Just watching the film now, especially on the clerk. Oh, Norris is going to make it now. 11th, 1 more place. Yes, Norris, you'll be no. You've got 1 tyre, but you only got 3 laps to go. You're going to do it. And the clerk is 1 place from getting points in this. And with a ton of fuel left. Two laps. Oh, I don't think it's going to catch anyone up. 1.8 seconds behind Motara. Yes, Motara's getting away again. 2 seconds ahead now. Final lap. And he's now got 1 tyre, but it's not going to matter. He's going to get. They're both going to finish now. What we could do was one of those just ahead of Leclerc. Breaking down, but it's going to be too late. We're not going to do it. Now 11. Oh no, he's got another lap to go. Of course, the leader ain't quite got through, so we've still got this lap to go. Norris finished 18. Clerk's still got an outside chance. But it is very much an outside chance. Someone's got to crash now. And they haven't. 11th, that's not bad. Well, I've been happy with that in the first race, but so I don't see why I should be upset about it now. Alright, we'll get everything sorted out, ready for the next race. Alright, let's see, yeah, we're not going to worry about that too much. We've got no problems with screw in there. But you see, we just, 3.6 seconds, I ain't just got away outside of it. But I feel sorry for the Grassy. I really have to feel sorry for him. Fastest lap. Doing well, and he has a breakdown. Well, we're 8th and 12th now in the title, but the important one, we're 5th in the constructors. Well, that's not too bad. I think we said we'd finish 11th or better, if I remember right. We'll soon find out anyway. Tell us in a moment. There's all the podiums. Nothing about us. Well, we put that down as good. No news is good news. Just wait for it to sort all the cunning little details out it has to do behind the scenes. There we are. What's this? No, they're both up now, up to as best they're going to get. Yeah, we said we'd finish 11th, but we came 8th. That's not bad. Markability's gone down, but teammate morale's gone up, but not that makes too much difference. Markability's also gone down, teammate morale's gone up, but not by a lot. And we made 2.2 million on that race. Not normal to make money on doing the races, doing the season, I found. You expect to slowly run out of money during the season, but if this carries on like this, we're going to be rich. We may be able to afford to up the factory and the design centre. You may wonder why they're the ones I automatically think of. Now, have we got any more sponsorship deals? No. Oh, that one comes up next time. But there's two here which are brilliant. 1.6 million per race. Just over $1 million per race. 620,000. Another one just over $1 million per race. Over $750,000 per race. That's why we did as well. And this one here, which was just a straightforward upfront payment. No, Lauren Paul, yeah, we're not worried about that. I'm not going to do any interviews. We keep ourselves to ourselves. We had one mistake, but it's not too bad. Take that. And scan reports. So I'm not worried about getting any more drives at the moment. These will do for this season, possibly next season. Just about interest. Lando, of course, is a pay driver, which means we might want to keep him. And we might just say pull in a reserve driver, as we're doing better now. Not what I want. I want this. I want to do the pit crew. If you excuse the expression. Let's say 20s. I'm not too worried about that. Get rid of all the ones that are lower. Young front jack is 24, 23. He's got nothing much to add to us. Could take those two on. See what we've got here. This one here can go. It's under 90. Oh, this one's even worse. Right, he's going. Now I'm. You see, Stu, I'm not actually after the drivers this time. I'm after the others. He can come in his place. But his stamina wasn't good enough. His stamina isn't good either. Just swap those over and see what we've got there. We want a better rear jack man than that. Try and find one. Oh, I don't want him. He's only 72 stamina. That's an accident waiting to happen. He's a better rear jack, and he's 96, so we're bringing him in. Yeah, we're bringing him in. He's rear jack. He can go in his place. Up to second best. Oh yeah, this one over here. Up to, keeping on second best, but getting closer. That one wants to be changed. He's a front jack. Oh, come on. We're bringing a good front jack man too. Alright, that's all the swap overs we can do for now. Now we want someone who's got plenty of stamina still and is good on the tyres. Oh, this one. Still can't quite push it. Can't quite push it over the magic first place on the pit crews. I do spend rather a long time trying to sort these out, but if we can get just a slight advantage, I think we'll go with that. If we can get a slight advantage, and I'm going to start chucking some of these other ones out next. Not right at the moment, but I think on the next race, after the next race, we have a close look at them all. No, we will have a look at that. We've got two more to look at. But now I'm looking to see if we can find some young drivers got plenty of ability. Got two more to look at yet, I think. It's already been taken up by someone. There's an Aussie there. A teenager I'm looking for to go in as a reserve driver for now. Someone who's good. Or even better, can be good. So he'd be perfect, but he's been taken up. He's quite good. Smooth assistant. What's this thing? It's a passive. Oh, overtaking is no. No, I don't think he's anything special. I think we'll wait until we get the rest of those done. How about this one? Could make 4 stars. That one will go soon, so it won't get the boost on provability. Think about that. Think about that soon. Car repair is complete, so we can. Oh, it's not a scout one done. Let's have a look. Home race. He wants 100,000. What are we going to make? 3.5, Owen? Not a lot better than either of those. Well, look, I'm still looking for someone better. Alright, we've got to look at the cars. I think we leave well alone with what we're doing there. We've got 17 days for the next race. We'll look after about 10 days to see how they're doing. And we may just change things around our HQ. Now, what we got in there? One of these I'd like to get. Yeah, it'd be factory, because that brings in a lot of income if you're going well. As does that. Just want to look and see how our staff centre is. I'm going to bring our staff centre up again. It might seem a silly thing to do. It doesn't actually help the cars themselves, but it helps on, you see, fitness on the drivers, the focus improves, and actually the pit crew improve a lot. So we go with that once we got the money. And we just go through here and get round to the next race. We'll give it another little while yet before we look and see how we're doing. We just run this. This super former. I'm not worried about that. Now I think we will have a look with 7 days to go. Well, that's no good looking at that one at all. Oh, that's what we wanted. I think we'll take all those out for now. They're all going to be there. Now, what else? What do we need on this next one? Gearbox, brakes, and front wing. Well, we know front wing was giving us problems, so we're up that. Gearbox. We tried that, but well over that way. 14 days. Yeah. It should give us a little bit extra boost there, and we should be able to use, hopefully, this good engine. Not worried about the scouting. We ignore that for now, and we take it through now to the next race. Oh, design the engine is finished, so we don't quite go there yet. Oh, yeah, I know you always want things, and we're not quite on to design the engine. They always want something that the staff, but they can't always get what they want, I'm afraid. Alright. Engine build, that's done. We're not going to do much with that at the moment. Let's have a look. 3 days, we're not going to get that ready to go in anyway. But it will be it ain't actually going to be any better than that one which comes in this time. Will be better than this one also. It'll be 2 decent engines. But it's not worthwhile us trying to up that anymore. We've got the engine is no epic. That's locked, so we can't. It's best we're going to get on that. Shall we have a look at gearbox next? Oh dear. Can't use either of those because they're both risks, so we have to go with that. And next time, oh yeah, next time we'll be okay. Good. Either of those would be handy. This will improve it a bit anyway. And we're, oh, hello interview. Pre-race bites. Nothing here about us. Thanks. I'm not worried about the track vote next week. I don't know anything about it. I can't remember what it was now. So it'd be no good me trying to answer right there. And we'll get together soon. Oh, it's first meeting. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have new people aboard. Any comments, questions, queries, feel free to post them in the comments section. I read everyone. I try and reply to everyone. And with that, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.